Alright guys, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Dalton, aka Nubby. I'm the assistant instructor here at Synergy Martial Arts Academy. I'm making the next couple series of videos for our parents here, learning our warm-ups, how to tie our belts, and just how to make it a great start to a good jiu-jitsu journey. Alright, so let's get started on the next couple videos. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Alright guys, so starting out, I just want to kind of help the parents out and show y'all how to tie y'all's belts and make sure they stay tied throughout class. Alright, so first off, traditionally, we're going to do right under left, passing it over, taking your belt, we're going to find the midpoint, putting it just under the belly button, we're going to wrap it all the way around, come all the way back to the front. Alright, from there we have two sides, we're going to take them, cross them over each other, the one that is on top here, we're going to pass it all the way under both belts against the belly, tighten it at a diagonal here. From here, the bottom piece of the belt is going to lay over to the side. We're going to take this top layer and just flip it over. There's going to be a hole right here through the belt. Stick your hand through, grab the belt, pull it through, and that's going to be your traditional knot. Now, to go one step further, when we get here, make this pass over. Before we tighten this knot, we're going to take the belt, we're going to tuck it between the two layers right here, pull it all the way through. We're going to pull it tight by pulling the knot and cinch it up, and we're good to go. The belt should stay tied for most of class. If not, do it again, keep it tied. Alright guys, so we got our gis on, let's start class. First motion we're going to go over is going to be our hip escape. Probably one of the most vital moves we use in jiu-jitsu. Most escapes are going to come from it. Alright, so we're going to start on our backs. From here, we're rotating onto our side. We're going to elevate our hips off the mat with our feet. We're going to rotate around our shoulder. Keep in mind, we're not trying to drive ourselves up the mat. We're rotating, keeping our shoulder in one place, extending our hips behind us. From here, we're going to rotate all the way over to the other side, suck our feet back in, and again, we're going to elevate, extend our hips behind us, and extend our upper body. From there, we're going to go all the way down the length of the mat, and we're going to jog back. All right, guys, on to drill number 2. All right, this drill is going to be our arm drag drill. You can use this move standing up, but as we warm up, we're going to be warming up on the ground in a seated position. Once we get to the ground, we're going to have one foot posted and the opposite hand posted. We're going to reach out, act like we're grabbing an opponent. We're going to use this, act like we're pulling, as our foot and our hand help move us forward. So we're coming here, we're pulling all the way through. We're going to switch all the way to the other side, leaning forward, grabbing our invisible opponent. And again, we're using this foot in our hand and we're pulling ourselves forward as we pull that opponent behind us. Switching to the other side, all the way down the mat. All right guys, so the next motion we're going to go into is going to be our sit-up pulls. This motion is used more as a workout during our warm-ups, but I'm going to show the motion you would do during a live roll after I show our warm-up. So from here, we're just going to sit back. We're doing a sit-up. We're going to put our hands to the ground, our feet to the ground. We're going to drive ourselves up. Once again, down to the ground, sitting up, hands and feet on the ground, pushing ourselves back. All right, coming back to you. So, but in a live situation, it's going to look a little bit more similar to this. We're going to lay back. As we come up, we're posting on the person's head that's on top of us. We're going to drive back as we drive their head away. Fall them back down. Now we're going to do it on the other side. Posting on their head, drive back as we push them away. All right, so with that being said, try them out, see how we do. All right guys, getting into our fourth warm-up, we're going to be doing a sit-out drill. So as we start this drill, we're going to be down on our hands and feet. What we don't want though is when we're here, we don't want to be in a push-up position with our body fully extended. We're going to walk our feet closer to our hands, and as we finish this, we're going to be looking in the direction our head is facing. All right, so I'm going to turn towards the camera now. Now, I'm up on my hands and feet. I'm going to step my leg out. I'm going to pick up that hand. I'm going to bring my leg through where that hand was, and I'm going to sit to my butt. As I sit to my butt, I'm going to look towards the sky. All right, so let's do it again. Coming back here, we're going to step this leg up, pick up that hand. We're going to bring our leg through where our hand was, and we're looking towards the sky. All right, guys. Continuing on with the warm-ups, we're going to be going into our back step drill. All right, we're going to be back down on our hands and feet. like we were doing the sit out. Once again, we're not going to be in a push-up position. We're going to walk our feet close to our hands, almost touching our knees to our elbows. All right, from here, we're going to pick up the same hand, same leg. We're going to put it all the way behind us, landing in a similar position to our sit-out drill. All right, as we're doing our warm-ups, we're going to step back over. We're going to take a couple crawls up the mat. We're going to pick up the same hand, all the way over, landing in this position right here. All right, when we land here, this hand is going to be ready to push somebody back off. All right, we're not going to throw it down to the mat. We're going to stabilize our position and we're ready for whatever's coming at us. So let's continue on with our next warm-up. All right, guys, so we're coming down to the last few warm-ups we do here pretty much on a daily basis at Synergy Martial Arts. The next few warm-ups we're going to look at, though, require us to take a look at our stance. All right, what I mean by that is our wrestling stance, how we stand with our opponent when we start our match. All right. We don't want our hips framed with them. But at the same time, we don't want to be walking a tightrope with our opponent, which means our feet are in a straight line with each other front to back. This way we have very bad balance side to side. With our feet squared with our opponent, it's very easy for them to shoot in for a takedown, and we have very bad balance backwards and forwards. All right, so we're gonna take the two and we're gonna combine them. Our feet are squared to start with, and we're just gonna drag one leg straight back. So we're at the staggered stance. We have good balance sideways, and we have good balance front and back here. All right. The first warm-up we're going to look at from this stance is going to be our sprawls. So that's going to be our defense to most straight-in takedowns, most double legs. All right. With that being said, we're here. We're in our stance. We're ready for them to come at us. They're coming at us. We're going to move this leg out of the way, and we're going to catch ourselves on our hands. We're going to fall all the way to our hip bone of that front leg. So we're here. We're moving that leg out of the way, and we're falling all the way down to that hip. Now, as we come up, we're going to come up like we're surfing, all right? We're right back in that stance, all right? So one more time, we're here, we're moving that leg, dropping all the way down to that hip bone. Now, when we're ready to come back up, we're shoving off our hands, straight back into our stance, ready to go back at our partner, all right? So in real time, this isn't going to be slow. We're going to move this leg, and we're going to catch ourselves, almost in a fall, all right? Preferably in a jump even, all right? So let's get with our partners and try that with a live action. All right, guys. So now that we looked at the sprawl, let's look at the other side of that, shooting in for our takedowns. So we're still gonna be using that takedown stance that we worked a few seconds ago. So I'm gonna turn myself this way so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. So from here, we're gonna squat down. We're not gonna let this knee touch quite yet. We're gonna drive our front knee over our toes, letting this back leg drag behind us. As our knee hits the ground, we're bringing this leg up, stomping, coming up to our feet. All right, so from this direction, we're here. We're getting into our stance. We're ready to fight our opponent. We're lowering our base down. We're gonna drive this front knee all the way to the floor, letting this back leg drag back forward, standing up, going all the way down the mat, and running back. All right, guys, getting into the last drill we do here on a daily basis at Synergy Martial Arts is going to be our break fall drill. This is going to help you against being thrown, being tripped. Whenever you hit the ground, it's a very good idea to do a break fall. Now, getting into it, a couple things I want to point out before we do our break fall. As we go to the ground, try not to catch yourself back on your hands like this. It's very bad for you. If you're getting taken down, posting on your arms straight out like that, it's very bad for your shoulder, very bad for your elbow. If you do it in a live match, it's very likely you will be injured. So just protect yourself at all times. All right, so getting into the actual warm-up, we're gonna be squatting down, touching our butt to our heels, then we're gonna rock all the way back to our back. As our back hits the ground and our shoulder blades start touching the ground, we're gonna extend our arms to break the fall across our arms. All right, we're using our palms on the ground, not the back of our hands. So let's look at it one time. We're going back, flat on the ground. Now, as we come up, we try to teach our students here to do a technical stand-up, which means one hand on the ground, one foot. We're gonna elevate, posting against our opponent, moving that back foot back, coming all the way up. Now we're gonna do it one more time. We're squatting down, we're putting our butt to our heels, rolling all the way back. Now right about here is when we're gonna slap the ground. Now as we come up, blocking for our opponent, extending, ready to go at it again. All right, guys, so the next series of drills we're gonna be doing is gonna be our stationary drills. It doesn't take as much effort, so I'm gonna try to make this one video for y'all. So So just stay tuned and see what we have coming up. So getting into it, we're gonna be on the ground, starting on our backs. Our first drill is gonna be our step over drill. We're gonna take our top leg, we're gonna step it all the way across our body. From here, there's gonna be a gap between our foot and our knee. We're gonna bring our other knee through that, stepping all the way to the other side, making sure to roll onto our shoulder as we do this. So one more time from this side, we'll bring our knee through the hole, rotating all the way across to our shoulder and stopping right here as soon as our foot touches. All right, on and on. Just keeping this motion going. All right, so let's get into our next drill now. It's gonna be our triangle drill. All right, this is helping us get ready for a triangle submission and really conditioning our core for what's to come later. All right, so we're gonna rock back. We're gonna elevate our hips as high as we can, trying to get only our shoulders on the ground. As we do that, we're gonna put one foot behind our knee and we're gonna collapse our top leg over it. So coming from here, extend our hips up, our foot comes behind our knee and we fold down. Trying to keep our knees away from our face. All right, so just a couple in series. We're here, we're going up and down, up and down. Just keeping that motion going, just trying to keep this pace right here. We don't have to go fast. We don't want to go slow either. All right? All right, guys, so the next drill we're going to look at is going to be our combat base. Now, it's going to be a similar leg positioning to our triangle drill, but we're going to look at coming up into our partner. All right, so we're going to rock back similar to our triangle drill. This time, as we come up, we're going to let our legs hit the ground. One leg's going to be down with our knee touching the ground. One leg's going to be posted with our knee pointing towards the sky. From here, we're gonna come all the way up to this knee into our combat base, all right? We're ready to attack our partner, whatever. So coming back, we're gonna alternate sides. This time coming up, using that momentum to come all the way up, all right? At all times, any drill we do, we try to emphasize switching sides. That way, further down the road, we don't end up having a dumb side, a stupid side, whatever you wanna call it. It's very hard to get over that once you progress through the ranks. All right, guys, so continuing on with our drills, we're gonna be back on the ground doing our stationary drills. This one's gonna be our full body rotation. We're gonna start with our legs out in front of us. Our hands are gonna go to one side. Now, the goal of this is to keep our perspective the same. So I'm gonna find something on the wall and I'm gonna stare at it the whole time. Since I'm making this video, I'm gonna stare at the camera. So I'm gonna put my hands to the side. I'm gonna bring my legs behind me. I'm gonna lay down right to where my legs are. So we're coming here, bring my legs back, and I'm on my stomach. From here, I'm gonna lean, bring my legs all the way back around in a full circle. All right? Again, we're always alternating sides when we're doing this. So when our legs come back to the front, that's when we're gonna alternate. This time we're gonna go to the other direction. Bring our hands to the side, we're gonna lean to one side, bringing our legs behind us, bringing our head to where our leg was, leaning all the way to the side, coming full circle, and repeating that drill until we say switch. All right, guys, so the last two stationary drills we are gonna get into, we've already done. It's gonna be our sit-outs and our back steps. So starting on our hands, we're here. We're gonna pick up our hand, bringing our opposite leg through, stopping on our butt, looking towards the sky. From here, we're coming back through without moving, going all the way back to the other side. Remember, as we do this, we're always looking towards where our head was pointed. So when we finish, if I'm pointing my head towards the camera here, I'm gonna end up looking at the camera. I can see y'all guys here. Ready to push my opponent off me, ready to pull that arm around if they have my neck. All right? So now the back step, same position, we're here. Same hand comes up, same leg comes up. Going all the way behind us. Once again, we're ready to defend against our partner coming at us. All right? So that being said, that's all the drills we do here on a daily basis. We have some that we throw in at random just to kind of keep your mind active. So, all right, guys, thanks for sticking around and watching this little short video series I made for our parents here at Synergy Martial Arts. I really just want to make it comfortable for our kids starting out. Make sure our parents know what they're doing when they're watching. Maybe even help their kids at home get used to our drills. All right. If you want to check us out, we have 3 different locations. One in Bossier, this is worldwide. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around and watching this little short video series I put together for our parents over here at Synergy Martial Arts. I really just want to get them comfortable starting classes out, give the parents something to watch, help their kids at home get used to doing our warm-ups. If you'd like to check us out, we have 3 different locations. One up in Texarkana, Texas, The other one down in Bossier, Louisiana, and about an hour and a half away, our newest location in West Monroe, Louisiana. All right, check us out. We have classes daily, Monday to Thursday. Kids classes start at 5:30 and they end at 6:15. Following right after that, our adults class starts at 6:30 and it's going to end at 7:30. So come check us out. If you have any questions about our memberships, our schedule, hit me up and I can answer whatever you have. All right, thanks for sticking around with us.